Hello everybody, today I will take you through the new fleet carrier interiors. Alright, let's get started by disembarking onto down-to-earth Astronomy's North Star carrier. It's actually a pretty cool carrier and I like the color scheme.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
First thing that you notice is that the elevators and the elevator room that's going up from the hangars is now in a different style. This is applied to all fleet carriers, and different carriers might have different styles for the elevator room, but it is, in general, just a different style. Okay, let's take the elevator up. As you can see, that was the carrier stern. So, basically, it's called the carrier stern, not the carrier concourse, or whatever else it might be called. Okay, so, looks like there's a guard over here. I'm getting a little bit of stuttering. Okay, there's a guard over here. That's cool. And then over here you can see that the layout of the carrier. This looks like a Victory class carrier, I think. And there's a little sign pointing forward, and when you walk forward, the door opens. So that one said command deck. This one now says hangars. Different signs on different sides. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so that points to command deck. And, ooh, looks like we have another player. So here you can see, like, basically pretty much crew quarters, and I'll show you the bar in a couple seconds. But here's a little, cool little thing. So, as you know, most stations have seats. Now you can actually sit in them. That's pretty cool. And over here you can see that there's a little kitchen type thing for basically carrier workers, I think. And ooh, look, there is a player. Let's salute to them. 07. Alright, next up, let me show you around the bar. So as you can see, we have a very good view of this planet and some and the star that's possibly two other stars, and this really nice ring of the planet. And over here, let's take a seat at the bar. I like this one. And as you can see, we can talk with the bartender. Maybe not sitting, because I also can't open my insight panel while sitting. So let's talk with the bartender.
Looking to make a business transaction?
What do you have in stock?
You name it, I've got it.
So pretty much, all they've got is what the carrier has. So let's say that the carrier
Anything
owner
else?
offloads a
Let's
couple
skim off
of maybe data to this, then it will be in stock. Other than that, we also can sell items for a specified price, also by the carrier owner. As you can see over here, Down-to-Earth Astronomy has set power regulators to 45 credit. I mean, not 45 credit, 45 power regulators in demand and 2,500 credits each.
Alright, it's your loss.
Maybe one day we'll be able to order drinks at the bar. That would be cool. A nice cup of Flavian brandy after a nice long haul in a trading mission. Okay, next up we have Pioneer supplies. So as you can see, there's suits and all sorts of stuff. But the most important thing that I want to show you is the actual stock inside Pioneer supplies. So let me browse your stock. As you can see, all 3 suits are available, all 11 weapons are available, and you can also upgrade and sell your suits and weapons. Other than that, your consumables
all the essentials
are all here. The person that manages the carrier can also set whether the e-breach is available, and the tariff for each service.
I'll be here if you change your mind.
Okay, let's move on to another place. That's the bar. That's Pioneer supplies. And let's move on. There's a little terminal here. Let me show you that really quick. It's a little bit different from stations. So as you can see, there is the carrier overview, and it's pretty much just a carrier. And other than that, we can edit our loadout, our hollow me, and it's pretty much the same as a station, except you don't really get missions and stuff. Alright, let's move on this direction. As you can see, this sign says Vista Genomics, so there's a really nice translucent hologram door, and this sound design is phenomenal. You can see there's a, how do I call that? I forgot what that's called. Tell me in the comments. Okay, there's that spinny thing for science experiments. There's a lot of sciencey stuff going over there. You can see there's some bacteria.
Yes.
And here is the exobiologist with all of her samples and stuff. I assumed that there was going to be a helper back there, but apparently it's just this person.
You have organic data to share with us.
Same thing with stations, you can just
Our
sell your
researchers
organic
always
data.
welcome fresh
I don't have
data.
any organic data,
But
so
everything, please do return when you have some
there
organic
is
data.
basically nothing to do here. Let's go across to the shipyard. And as you can see, there is the shipyard terminals. When we saw this in the preview, we just assumed that it was going to be normal terminals, but it's just shipyard, of course. And as you can see, there is no happy-faced NPC vendor ready to at your service, because shipyards are installed as a main service, not as an Odyssey on-foot service. You can also interact with the ship display if you didn't know that. And over here we can see a Taipan fighter folded up, and I think that's for display purposes. I'm actually not that sure. Okay, so now we are done with these two shops. Let's move over to the command deck, which I think is really interesting. So first off, you'll notice over here that we have escape pods. So if you use these, you will get teleported to the last station that you dock with. And there's a nice little guard over here. As you can see, we cannot use the express lift because this is Down to Earth Astronomy's carrier. I am not part of Down to Earth Astronomy's team, so I cannot go use that. But let me show you using camera mode what it's like at the top deck. Okay, let's do this, and boom! As you can see, we are here. You can see that there's some panels. This guy is working on something on his iPad or tablet, because I don't think iPads exist that far in the future. There's some nice computers, and then up here, here's what's different. So there's some panels, and these will change while it's jumping, along with a lot of the other panels. So it's gonna show the jump sequence and stuff. This is the seat for the carrier owner, and that's the elevator that I just showed you down there. It goes up to here. Here is 3 other seats for the other 3 members of the carrier owner's team, and a nice little computer over here, the panel over here that shows the carrier layout. And although I cannot enter it, you can kind of get a grasp for what it looks like. There is basically a lounge for the carrier owner's team. Okay, so now we're down here. There is a nice giant window that you can see to the outside with. You can watch the carrier jump. They didn't just shutter the windows. It just you can watch it jump. It's actually really cool. And I missed the jump today, so I'll have to input a clip onto the video that will show you the jump. As you can see, there's a lot of seats for the passengers, and if you aren't in a seat by the time it starts jumping, then it's going to teleport you to a seat, probably because of technical stuff. I'm not that sure about it. I have not developed a space game as good as Elite Dangerous, or any space game for that matter. So yeah. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. I've covered all of that. I've covered this entire room. And let's walk around, see if there's anything else. As you can see, there's like fans for oxygen. Those things are also in mega ships, by the way, if you didn't know that. There's some cargo over here. I just really like the decoration style. It's pretty good. And it doesn't load in too many new assets because it's the same. It's being reused, but just with a different coloration. Alright, let's take the lift back up, and you will now see the new carrier job.